Hi everyone, and welcome to SideQuest 29 of High Scores, High Stakes, the podcast that's always talking about gaming, but now is asking questions about gaming. I'm your host, as always, Mr. Luvva, and with me is my co-host.
It's me, Cardinal Smith, and how on earth are you doing?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah. It seems like an age since I recorded one of these, but we were discussing it before recording. Apparently, it's only been 2 weeks. Well, two episodes, 3 real-world weeks. It seems like an age. So it does.
I mean, you've been doing it for almost every week since for coming up to a couple of years now, so
Yeah. A
missing a
break
week out or
was
two, you know?
a break was well overdue and well earned, to be fair. Although it wasn't much of a break. But that's enough about personal life. People listening to this are going, I listened to this for some top tier
Boo.
I listened to this for some top tier gaming content. But you're listening to the wrong podcast. We're high scores, high stakes.
The only
uh,
online gaming podcast content.
well, yes, that's very true as well. So, what is high scores, high stakes? In season, we are three friends competing with one another in a league table in PlayStation gaming challenges. Every week we pick a game. Every week a new gaming challenge, and we compete in a league against one another. Winner of the challenge takes 3 points. Second place takes 2 points. Third place takes 1 point. And at the end of the season, the winner of the league takes home the coveted High Scores, High Stakes Cup. We are in our side quests though, and our side quest is every week we talk about all things PlayStation, all things gaming. Every week is a different topic, and every week is basically a brand new podcast. And if you're well versed in what we are and what we do here, and you want to know, here, how can I support these boys? Well, very, very easily follow, like, or subscribe based on the platform you're listening to this podcast on or watching this podcast on. And if you haven't already, please leave us a star review of what you think this podcast is worth, 1 to 5. And if you're feeling particularly sassy, give us a written review as well. And if you want to follow us anywhere else on the internet, just go to highscoreshighstakes.com and you'll find links to everywhere you can find us on the internet. It's been an age since I have done that, and I don't think that was particularly smooth, but it is done now,
I
Cardinal.
thought that was one of your best.
Thank you very much. But do you know what is smooth and always goes down smooth? Is when you tell me, what are you playing?
There's that gravelly little tone. It
I've been
tickles the
practicing that.
ears. That's what you've been doing for 2 weeks. I'm glad you asked. Thank you very much, Lava. The last couple of weeks while you've been away has been a adventure into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for me,
Ooh.
and it's many, 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 many side games and systems and uh, intricacies that I did not expect. There's a lot to it, but there you go. And besides that, I've playing Stardew Valley, where
Oh,
just
I've been there.
Have you? I haven't been playing it much. I'm just a simple farmer, but
Oh,
that's
I have been there. I have lost my time, my life, and my soul to that game. I had to destroy it from every device I had it on. It is a time sink and a time sucker, and it is a great, great, great game.
oh, I did not realize what I was getting myself into then. But here we are.
You're there now. There's no going back. You
Nice
thought it
knowing you
was
guys.
Harvest Moon. It's way, way more than Harvest Moon.
I thought it was like the Facebook, farm sim.
I
Just plant some
Farmville had
carrots
that.
for you. Just
That's one
put-
thing I don't miss. All those invites from random people's
Oh,
mums and
oh,
aunts.
come visit my farm. I'll
No,
give you my
I
carrot.
won't. No, I won't. Leave me alone,
Oh, mobile
Genevieve.
gaming. Shout out to Genevieve. Hope she's doing well.
I hope
But
she is.
love her, and right back at you. And this is going to be an interesting one because where have you been? And in this case, what are you playing?
What what a voice. I love it. I have been playing 2 games over the past couple of weeks, 2 small games just to keep me going. As I have been really, really busy recently. First one is Shadow of Mordor. Now I remember streaming this
Nice.
way back when on twitch.tv. And I remember it being really, really, really difficult until someone said, "Here, use the Nemesis system to help you progress through the story." And it played like a dream. Now that I know that, this playthrough has been way smoother. The difficulty curve is a lot more of a slope rather than a sharp spike, but it is unbelievably good. Yeah, I'm about 12 hours into it. I've killed one of the orc warlords. There only is four of them, so I think it took me about
Nice.
25 in my first playthrough, but it is unbelievably good. It's so smooth on the Steam Deck. I'm playing it on high settings at 40 frames per second, and it runs like an absolute dream. An absolute dream. It is brilliant. What a game that is. And the second small game, because I mean, times at a premium. The second small game I started is Dark Souls 2,
Oh
Scholar
my
of the
goodness.
First Sin. And I'm only about 4 hours in. I'm still in the first area. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not seeing the end of this game. It is brutally difficult, like insanely difficult. In the first area, I was just getting cornered by boys with lances and shields, and I had no idea where they were coming from because I was clearing as I was going. Turns out that these boys with lances and shields are fake corpses on the ground, and they spring to life when you run past them, and then they corner
Oh,
you, and then they brutally murder you. But yeah, it's a good game. It is a good game. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think I'm seeing the end of that one. Definitely not. This is the first area, so
4 hours in. That's quite an introduction.
yeah, it's brutal, brutal. My first death occurred in the safe area, so it's like a hub world. You just go off into different directions, and I was told by an NPC there was a mansion on top of the hill. Go to the mansion, so I ran to the mansion. What the NPC did not tell me was there's a ruddy, great big hole in the ground just in front of the mansion. Ran straight down the hole, plummeted to my demise. What a way to go! But yeah,
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Dark Souls 2. I have been told Skull of the First Sin is the worst game to start the Souls series on. I have played Dark Souls 1, never completed it. Yeah, this one's hard. Really, really, really stupidly hard. But
Flip side.
I'll give it a I'll give it a fair go and see how far I get. It won't be the end. I'm not seeing the credits on this one. I'm not. I'm just not.
It's like one of those rare games you pick up, you play, you're like, you just see how it goes. And then 2 years later, you just watch like the cutscenes or the story synopsis on YouTube.
Yes, Dark Souls. I own all three on PlayStation, and I have owned them all since basically release day. That was the first time I've ever installed Dark Souls 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how many times I'll go back to it, but here it is what it is. Oh, if we don't play it, we don't know if we don't like it, Cardinal. And that's
yeah,
just it.
exactly. Well said. Right.
And speaking of things that I may not like, we're going to get into the main body of this podcast, the topic of the week, Cardinal. And it is, of course, me passing the microphone to you because you're going to take the role of Jeremy Clarkson and you're going to be the host of round two of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the High Scores High Stakes Edition. So I say, let's get there now. Let's go.
Hi, Luvva, and thank you very much. Welcome back to the High Scores High Stakes. Who wants to be a PlayStation millionaire? Where you are competing against Tomahawks' first round score of 32,000.
He messed it up.
He went big. He took some gambles, some paid off. The last one did not. He came crashing down. He had 250 in his hands.
I would have took it and ran. It's all about
Mhm.
winning. That's all this is about.
He's like 2 or 3 off the top. He could have just claimed it there, set a massive benchmark.
Mm-hmm.
But alas, he did not. And now the turntable flicks around to your face. Spotlight on you. Fastest finger lover. Here he is.
I can't be called that.
So, how do you feel? First of all, welcome to the episode.
Well, it's one of those ones, isn't it? I like to think I have a pretty decent gaming knowledge base, but it's one of those
Hmm.
ones yeah, you would like to prep for, but obviously you can't because you don't know what the questions are going to be. So how can you revise for a test? You can't. Unless you're doing your GCSEs or A levels and clearly revise for them because it's really important that you do that. For legal reasons, I have to say that.
Shout out to the UK students right now. But anyway, alas, we must continue. Okay, so tonight we are going to go through a number of questions. You will have three lifelines available to you.
Hmm.
There's the 50-50, knock out two of the answers. There is the free Google, which Tomahawk just made up last week, and we've decided to keep as
Okay.
a lifeline. Just Google the answer. Okay.
There we go.
Um, and there's
Good to
also
know.
ask the host, which to make it fair, I cannot see the answers to the questions as we see them, so I do not know essentially what it's going to be. I can't read it
Okay.
until the system tells me.
Ooh, we have a system. I
Yeah,
like this.
we're going to call it that.
This is the
But
top tier gaming content you get in high scores, high stakes. Everyone, we have systems. Systems.
mm-hmm,
It's unreal.
mm-hmm, they're called Notepad plus plus. Now, let's not go into the secrets, but question one, Lubba Lubba, if you're ready, we will begin.
I was born at it.
Of course you are. £100 on the line, virtually.
It's a lot of
Which
money.
mm, it is if you're anyway. Which PlayStation game features a protagonist named Aloy? Is your first question. Is it The Witcher 3? Is it Horizon Zero Dawn? Is it C, God of War? Or D, Ghost of Tsushima?
Okay, so I've watched Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I know this is my time now to waste time and hopefully make the
Yes.
full R. So,
Perfect.
Alloy,
Perfect.
Alloy. I think it might be pronounced Aloy, and I think it might be Horizon Zero Dawn.
So your final answer.
Yeah,
Okay. It is, of course, Horizon Zero Dawn, £100. Boom.
humiliation avoided.
Still time for that yet.
See you later.
Question, take the money. Question two. Which game developer is behind the God of War series? Is it A, Guerrilla Games, B, Santa Monica Studio, C, Naughty Dog, or D, Insomniac Games?
It is, of course, Sony Santa Monica.
Sony Santa Monica Studio system? It is B. Congratulations. Get in. £200. Moving on up. As of course you know, £1,000 is the first safety net. We're
Hmm.
working our way there. So question three. What is the main color of the PlayStation 2 console? Is it A, black? Is it B, red? Is it C, grey? Or was it D, blue?
Well, that's weird because my PlayStation 2 was a slim model and it was white. So now I'm in trouble. It's black, of course.
It is black. I didn't realize that there was no plenty of novelty versions, but yeah, standard one. Right, of course. £300 in the bag. Question four. In Bloodborne, have you ever heard of Bloodborne?
I've never heard of it. No,
This
I'm
could
in
be
trouble.
tricky.
I
Yeah.
might have to ask a host.
What is the term? Never played it, mate. What's the term used for the currency collected from defeated enemies? Are they A, souls, B, blood echoes, C, runes, or D, insight? Insight.
It is, of course, Blood Echoes.
Blood echoes is right. £400 locked in.
Boom.
Question for £500. In the Uncharted series, what is the name of Nathan Drake's mentor and father figure? Is it A, Sam Drake, B, Victor Sullivan, C, Charlie Cutter, or D, Harry Flynn?
So the question was, who was his mentor and friend?
Mentor and father figure.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah. So funny story. For the longest time, playing through Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 2, I thought they went through the game calling him Scully. But it is, of course, Sully. Sullivan.
Sullivan, Victor Sullivan. So fun story. I've never played any of the Uncharted series, uh, or Bloodborne, and I had no idea what the answer to this would have been. So let's see if you're right. For £500, the answer is B. Victor Sullivan.
He
Sully.
has one of the
Well,
greatest mustaches in gaming history. You should play them because they are great.
okay. Thanks for the recommendation, and you're welcome for the £500.
Can't wait for the check.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if you get the check, because up next, the 1K, the safety net. This is your time to nail in a score here. Luvva, in The Last of Us, what is Ellie's full name?
Oh,
Is it A.
what?
Ellie Williams, B. Ellie Miller, C. Ellie Johnson, or D. Ellie Smith?
Oh, hold on. Hold on a minute. Ellie has a surname? Well, I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh.
I
Fantastic.
haven't. What? I'm gonna get rid of C instantly because she's voiced by a girl called Ashley Johnson.
Okay, yes.
So
Oh, sorry, I'm
get
not
rid of-
supposed to comment. Please carry
I'm
on.
gonna get rid of C. What were the other ones? I know Smith was in there.
Williams, Miller, Johnson, Smith. It sounds like a triathlon runner.
Honestly, I had no idea that she even had a surname.
I can't. This is quite a
Um,
question for. It could be an easy question for a Tomahawk Last of Us fan, maybe.
I mean, played through both games a couple of times and watched the TV show a couple of times. I think I would this be. If this was an easy answer, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. This would just be an absolute guess.
Are you sure you want to be doing a guess at this stage? You would go home with nothing.
I would go home with nothing. I'm gonna have to use. I'm gonna have to use a lifeline. This is embarrassing. To get from
No.
500 to 1,000, I'm going to. What are they? Ask a host. There's no
Ask the
point
host.
because you having a ball day. Ask
It's
Google. And what was the other
50-50.
one?
50-50.
I don't know what. I'm going to go to Google here. I'm going to have to go to Google. So I am.
Okay. Folks, we're going to use the free Google. Last of Us, Ellie surname.
Oh, okay. So
Well,
it was a hidden thing. Is it Williams? Final answer.
the answer is indeed A. Williams. Congratulations. You've
That's
strolled into £1,000.
That's a mental question.
I can't believe that came up as a 1K.
My goodness gracious me.
Well done, Luvva.
Thank you. This hard work. This bodes well for the rest of this.
There's ebbs and flows. That's all I can say.
That's it.
Okay, you've surpassed the first tripwire. Okay, but if you're ready to continue,
Yeah.
you feel more composed, time to breathe.
I actually feel worse now than what I did after the first 4.
Excellent. We're gonna go and try and double our money. I mean, how much worse could it get? Let's find out. For £2,000, which PlayStation game features a fictional sport called Blitzball?
Oh.
Is it A. Ratchet and Clank, B. Final Fantasy X, C. FIFA 21, or D. Tekken 3?
This is a question I do know the answer to because it is one of the finest mini games in RPG history. It is, of course, Final Fantasy X.
Okay. It is. Final answer?
Mm-hmm.
I've already said it is. It is Final Fantasy X. Well done. What a sport it was. Now, carrying on this trail of doubling our money, we're going up to 4,000.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This check's going to be magnificent to receive.
It's getting
Straight
extras.
from the offices of Cardinal _Smith _.
We're going to be checking the bank balances after this. Which PlayStation game features the iconic line, "The cake is a lie"? Is it A, Portal, B, Little Big Planet, C, Journey, or D, Portal 2?
As much as I would love it to be Journey,
The famous talking narrative game full of text.
full of cake and other baked confectionery goods,
Mhm.
it is of course Portal.
And the answer is Portal. Well done. £4,000 in the bag.
Boom,
Feel good?
feel great. One
Let's
cake.
continue. £8,000 on your way. Let's have it. Let's have it.
It's our new kitchen,
Mm,
courtesy of Cardinal.
You're welcome. What was the code name? Yeah. Inflation has hit kitchens, I will say. Having just bought a kitchen. What is the name of the code name for the PlayStation 4 during its development?
Ooh,
Holy smokes. System here and Naughty Dog tonight. Is it A, Project Trinity, B, Project Neo, C, Orbis, or D, Morpheus? So,
oh.
what was the code name for the PlayStation 4 during its development?
Well, Morpheus was definitely PlayStation VR, so it's not that.
I think you're right.
Trinity, Trinity or Neo? Trinity surely is PlayStation 3. So it's either Neo or what was the fourth one?
There was Trinity, Neo, Orbis.
I've never heard of Project Orbis.
It was not called sorry, it's Project Trinity, Project Neo, and just Orbis.
Orbis sounds like PlayStation Move. Oh, 50-50 it.
System. Take away two answers and see what we're left with. Okay. Love it. I'm going to tell you that the remaining answers are B, Project Neo, and D, Morpheus.
Neo.
Final answer.
I know Morpheus was PlayStation VR, but now all of a sudden I'm not that sure. I know I know Morpheus was PlayStation VR. I know it was. So yeah, Neo. Final answer.
Well, love it. The chance for 8,000 has been succeeded. You move on up the chain. Well done.
Now I'm curious what Orbis is. I bet it was Move.
Oh, probably. Um, probably. We will find out in due course. PS4 Pro was Neo. Right, okay. Let's move on. You got the right answer. To 16,000 now. One away from the next safety blanket and Tomahawk score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it means.
He's catched all.
So the 16,000 question is, what is the name of the fictional island where Horizon Zero Dawn takes place? Is it A, Aloy, B, Meridian, C, Sundom, or D, the Forbidden West?
Wait, what was the third one?
Sundom.
Sundom.
Sundom?
It's Meridian.
Final answer.
Yep.
Little pause for effect. It's the right answer. Congratulations. 16,000.
Ooh, that was one I did not know until I heard it. I was like, it's that one. It's that one.
It's gotta be. It's not gonna be Aloy. It's not gonna be Forbidden West. But yeah.
Forbidden West is the sequel.
Yeah. Well, here's our chance to match Tom. You've got one lifeline left. That's okay.
It's the best one. It's the best one.
Oh, no doubt. You know how many games I've played that have been on this list of questions so far? Foolproof. None. Most. Some. But here we are for 32,000. What is the name? Oh, gosh. Of the enhanced port of Persona 5 released for the PlayStation 4? Is it Persona 5 Golden, Persona 5 Redux, Persona 5 Royal, or Persona 5 Remix?
It's Royal. Final answer.
Wow, that's comfort for 32,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at this point, Tom didn't know the answer entirely and took a risk without using a lifeline.
I know it for sure because Golden was 4, Redux I think is 3, and I can't remember what the other one was. But,
Bloody hell.
You know, it's Royal.
I do not. Haven't played Personas either. I'm impressed. Because that is the right answer. You have hit 32k. Get in there, Lewis.
Get one more question right and I'm beating Tom.
One more question right. Take the money. Don't even hear the next question.
Bye-bye. My work here is done.
Score achieved.
Tom in the mud again.
Oh, unbelievable. They will get trickier from here. That's what I'll say.
Yay, can't wait. What's Joel's surname?
All right. So, Luvva, when you're ready for 64,000. In The Last of Us, what is Joel's surname? No. No, it's even better. Which PlayStation 3 game is known for its intricate level design and time manipulation mechanics? Out of this list, is it A, The Witness, B, Braid, C, Fez, or D, Portal?
It is Fez. Oh, sorry, no, not Fez. It's not at all Fez.
Set your final answer.
No. What were the answers again?
Is it The
Braid?
Witness?
It was Braid.
Braid, Fez, or Portal?
Braid.
Braid.
Final answer. Braid.
Final answer for 64,000.
Yeah, that was near disaster. Goodness.
It is Braid, 64k.
One of the puzzles in that game was brilliant because it was a 2D platform where you can go forward and back in time. But one of the puzzle solutions was to do nothing. Genius.
Wow.
Genius. Good, great game. Great game.
Tricky.
The other ones are all about perspective. So Witness is about solving puzzles but change your perspective to do it. And then Fez is a 2D game that you can rotate the camera in 3D in order to change the level to proceed. Good games.
Class.
Good games. Fez is great.
Good games. Okay. Fez, not the right answer if you're listening at home. But for £125,000. Or yeah, I know.
Yeah. Let's get there.
Let's have it. In The Last Guardian, do you remember that?
I do remember that.
What is the name of the giant creature that accompanies the protagonist? Now, I think here. Is it A, Colossi, B, Trico, C, Falcor, or D, Griffin?
Trico. Final answer.
Oh, this is confident.
Know it.
Okay. It's the right answer. 125,000. All right, well done,
boys.
We're going all the way.
Buckle your seatbelts. We're going all the way.
And in contrast to how you felt at the 1,000 question, you are at 125,000, still with a lifeline.
The 1,000 question was harder than the 125,000 question. Just
unbelievable. It's like I've got the questions in reverse order. No. But
honestly, that is the only question I haven't had a clue about.
Incredible. So this is as far as Tomahawk got before
Mm-hmm.
falling over.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
to spiritually jump ahead, but to factually jump to 250,000.
Mm-hmm. Both
The
sound good.
question, mm, in Persona 5, what is the Phantom Thieves' hideout location within? So, what is the Phantom Thieves' hideout location? Hideout located within. So, is it within
Okay.
Cafe Leblanc, the Velvet Room, C, Shujin Academy, or D, Tokyo Tower?
Right. Say the four answers again.
So, it's Cafe Leblanc, the Velvet Room, Shujin Academy, or Tokyo Tower.
Right.
Tricky.
I know for a fact C is Persona 4. And I know for a fact I've never played Persona 5, but I know for a fact that you get cards given in a gypsy wagon. And I want to say the Velvet Room. I do want to say the Velvet Room. I've never played it. That's just what I know of the game. Tokyo Tower doesn't sound right, but then I don't know where they're set. Like, I know Persona 4 is not set in Tokyo. I want to say the Velvet Room. I really do. I also just want to take the money and go because I don't want to go back down to the same level as Tom.
It's what would happen. It would be a repeat of history.
The Velvet
It's
Room. What's the first one again? Sorry. The first
Ca-
was A.
Cafe Leblanc. LeBlanc.
I don't understand why it would have a French name in a Persona game. It sounds like it might be something from Shin Megami Tensei or something. I am going to say,
I will say you have a lifeline.
but it's you, Cardinal. You've never played Persona 5. You said that
I,
earlier on in
I
the
will
round.
say you have a lifeline. It's-
Let's use it. Go ahead. We'll ask the host.
You're going to ask the host. You're going to use your final lifeline.
Yeah.
I think you're wise. Okay. And I think you're wise because I, not so long ago, went back to uni and I was in classmates who were a generation younger than me, who played things like Persona 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy hearing people playing games. I enjoy watching them or hear the stories, what they enjoy. And they were playing Life is Strange and Persona 5. And I think it's something to do with Cafe Leblanc based
Okay.
on their chats. Now, I will say I've never played the game,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the only one that sounds familiar to me relating to that game. It's... Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I have to go off.
Dear oh dear. What do we do, Cardinal? Do we take the money and run? Hmm. This is a nightmare question.
A wrong answer is 32,000. The
Yeah.
right answer is
I wanna
250k.
I wanna trust you, Cardinal, but I don't know if I can.
I've heard that before.
I don't know
Right
if I
at the
can.
pulpit.
You're in the same
Wedding
position
day.
as me, where you've never played the game, and you're putting together sort of like what fractious knowledge that you have to come up with that answer. Same as myself. I just can't get rid of the fact that I know you get cards in Royal, like playing cards. And I know you get them from like a jester in a like gypsy wagon, the old fashioned
I
round
hear
roof
you.
things. But I don't know if that's where they meet it's definitely not where they meet out because there's
Is
hangout locations and stuff.
this is a hideout location. Yeah.
So this is just a total another guess at the end of the day for myself. So I don't think I can. I want to trust you. I think you're a wizened man with knowledge beyond your own comprehension.
It's not just me, it's Helen and Philippa who played the game.
Right now, right? There's folks screaming at their phone what the answer is, and they're calling me an idiot. But I've never played it, and I probably never will play it because I played Persona 4 for 80 hours and got nowhere near the end of it. So,
Good heavens.
no, I'm gonna take the money. I'm gonna take the money, and I eagerly await. I will be sitting at my door for the next 3 to 5 working days until the check comes through it, of course. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take the money and run. I don't know the answer.
Small claims court contacted if it doesn't arrive. Yeah.
Grand larceny, man. I'll see you in high court, crown court,
Oh, fair
crown
enough.
court. Let's go.
Mr.
Yeah, taking the
Lovett,
money and running.
Mr. Lovett,
Don't know.
is that your final answer?
Yep.
System, what? Please reveal the correct answer. What would you have gone with before I say it?
I,
Velvet Room?
I don't know. I probably would have trusted you because you've more knowledge of it than me. I don't know. I'm torn between the Velvet Room and Cafe LeBlanc. I just don't think Cafe LeBlanc sounds right, so we'll probably go with Velvet Room.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you'd said the Velvet Room, you would be walking round to Tomahawk's house to embrace him in a shared £32,000 hug because the right answer was A, Cafe LeBlanc.
Okay, now I should have trusted you.
Man, you couldn't though. You couldn't know because I didn't know. I didn't know. I think you were right. Good knowledge to take away Tokyo Tower. That doesn't sound right. And the Shushin Academy, you ruled that out pretty early. Well done, Luvva. That is you on 125,000. Which
Tom, in your face, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom right now is ripping the earbuds out, throwing them across his living room, going, "He's got me again. I hate Luvva."
Snatched it out of the death again. Out of interest, I have the same questions I would have asked Tom on the last 2 rounds for 500 and 1 million, and I just passed them on to you. Okay, but we didn't quite get there. Do you want to hear the questions?
I go for it. Why not?
Okay, so 500,000 would have been, which game is known for popularizing the quick time event gameplay mechanic on PlayStation 2? Was it Devil May Cry, Resident Evil 4, God of War, or Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty?
Okay. When you asked the question, my first thought was Resident Evil 4.
Right?
Just because Resident Evil 4 was drowning in them. But then you said God of War.
Yeah.
And the question was on PlayStation. So it's one of those two. I'm trying to think when they were released. Resident Evil 4, 2004, 2005, God of War, maybe just slightly before God of War?
God of War is the right answer. Well done. And the last 1 million question, and this is for the viewers at home as well. What was the original launch price of the PlayStation 3 in the United Kingdom?
$699.
Was it A, $399, B, $425, C, $450, or D, $499?
$499.
I have no idea because I haven't actually written down the right answer. System doesn't know.
$499. I remember being grossly overpriced. PS3 launch.
PS3
price, UK
launch price.
$425.
$425.
When you put it like that, right? I remember when the PlayStation 3 came out, and everyone's like, "Are you joking me, Sony? What this? This is grossly overpriced. I could buy a computer for that." You probably could. $425 seems fine. Seems like fine. It's a fine price. $699.
Sounds a lot.
Sounds a lot. 425 sounds fine. But I pay 425 for a PlayStation 3 at launch. Absolutely not. Are you
Did,
crazy? Do you think I'm crazy, Sony? Not doing that. No one's doing that.
did, did I queue at midnight outside a store and do exactly that? Yes, I did.
No. I the PlayStation 3 generation, I owned the Xbox. I bought the PlayStation 3 when The Last of Us came out. That's when I bought the PlayStation 3. I bought PlayStation 3 specifically to play The Last of Us. I actually
Well,
bought Sherry's PlayStation 3 from him. His launch
nice.
PlayStation 3.
I
And then
bought the
borrowed.
PlayStation 3 and sat up till 3 or 4 a.m. playing Resistance Fall of Man.
What a game.
But but there we are. There we are. Luvva, to conclude, you did well. 125,000. Big score. Some slippy questions in there.
Yeah, some stanky ones like Ellie's surname. What? Apparently, you only learn her surname in the trailer for The Last of Us Part 2.
Brilliant.
In a throwaway piece of background art where it says Williams. I will never forget that. I will never
How
forget
you
that now.
how you didn't pick that up from the trailer, I'll never know.
I don't think I ever watched the trailer for The Last of Us Part 2. Once I heard The Last of Us Part 2 was coming out, I went on a media blackout. Thank goodness in hindsight because of the whole controversy beforehand. Thank goodness. But I remember going on to Twitter and typing muting The Last of Us, Naughty Dog, Ellie, Joel, every word I could conceivably think of, and then just played it pure blind. And what an experience it was. What an
Fabulous.
experience. But yes, let us draw a line under this episode, Cardinal. 125,000 eclipses, nay, dwarfs, tomahawks, miserly, a measly 32,000. As per usual, tomahawk shone brightly, but very shortly. My one shines much more bright, much more radiant, and much longer, hopefully. But let's get to the roundup. We'll explain what's going to happen next week. Go. That is it, Cardinal. Side quest 29 is all wrapped up. Once again, I find myself on top of the high scores, high stakes leaderboard with £125,000. Tomahawk finds himself bottom or second place, depending on how you want to do it. But that means there is one space on our leaderboard that is currently unoccupied, and that is your spot, Cardinal. So next Monday, I am going to be Jeremy Clarkson / Chris Tarrant / whoever hosts it in America. I have no idea. Poi Regis. I don't know. More importantly, I
Who
don't
could
care
know?
enough to Google it. But I will be taking the role of host. You'll be taking the role of contestant. And we will be seeing if you can eclipse Tomahawk as well. I have no doubt in my mind you will.
I
No
have every
pressure.
doubt in my mind.
But yes, next Monday is going to be Cardinal Smith. Switching roles for this one and going on Who Wants to Build Millionaire High Scores High Stakes Edition. And let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. I have the questions right here. They are
Ooh.
stored in my phone and they are ready to be unleashed into an unsuspecting Cardinal Smith. So make sure you don't want to miss it. Make sure you don't. Make sure you hit the subscribe or follow or like button depending on where you are listening to this, which brings me so smoothly into the recap of the housekeeping. If you like the podcast, please give it a star rating on wherever you're listening to it. If you're watching it on YouTube, hit the like button. Um, if you want to give us a written review, that would be very much appreciated. Please do that wherever you are listening to this thing. And if you want to follow us anywhere else on the internet, head over to highscoreshighstakes.com. Follow the little icons on the top, and they'll bring you everywhere we can be found. And if you've done all that before, thank you very much. And if you haven't told anyone about the podcast, tell a mate or a family member who you think will like the podcast. Tell them about it today. Tell them about it right now. Text them right now. You're on your phone. Text them. Send them a WhatsApp, whatever it might be. But as always, Cardinal, there's nothing left for us to talk about. Nothing left for us to say, except I've been Mr. Luvva. This has been High Scores, High Stakes. Thank you all very much for listening. See you Monday. Love you all. Bye.
Ciao.